A country girl on the operations, bro. Come on, man. Hey, wait. What's up, guys? What's up? Wait up. Let me turn this off. Oh, shoot. We're live. We're live. Hey, guys. What's going on, everybody? The Lucid presentation conference call just started. I don't know if I should play this. I don't know if people are going to join. Everybody's tuned into. I got it playing on the background. I can barely hear myself right now. These guys are right here. Should I play this for you guys or should I turn it off?
Reform Act of
We're gonna share
1995.
it. We can cut it off if it gets too nosy though. But what's up with everybody? This is the Lucid live stream for the earnings call. This was a bad earnings. Just gonna let you guys listen to some of this and then gonna give you guys my thoughts. You guys know I'm real. Always been kind of bearish on it, so yeah. Let's just listen to what's up. What's up, Saul? What's up, A? And if you guys don't mind, just before we start, just hit the like button for me. You know, that's all I ask. And you guys should have been following, if you guys follow me on Twitter, maybe you guys made money off these puts, because I called this stuff out yesterday. I didn't take the play because my dry powder wasn't dry enough, but I called out some stuff, some interesting flows, so definitely follow me there. And yeah, you should have made some money. My earnings for tomorrow's Lucid, my dumbass had no dry powder. So, anyway, let's get back to this. If this is too much, honestly, we can cut it off.
Non-GAAP results is available in our earnings press release issued earlier this afternoon, as well as in the investor deck available on the investor relations section of our website at ir.lucidmotors.com. With that, I'd like to turn the call over to Lucid CEO and CTO, Peter Rawlinson.
The big man. This is what we need to listen to.
Thank you, Maynard. In Q2, we continued to see strong customer demand for our vehicles, with over 37,000 customer reservations as of today. That's an increase of more than 7,000 in the quarter, up from the 30,000 reservations as we reported last quarter. Now, this 37,000 figure does not include our agreement with the government of Saudi Arabia to purchase up to 100,000 vehicles, which is highly incremental.
Don't know if that'll come true, actually, but
does it include potential reservations for our forthcoming SUV, the Project Gravity, nor even potential reservations for Lucid Air in markets outside of North America, Middle East, and Europe.
Yes, sir.
As such, we're very pleased with the reaction from customers and the excitement surrounding Lucid Air. And we believe that as we get more of our vehicles into our customers' hands and expand our test drive program, that our momentum will just continue to build. We're also pleased to report that Lucid Air continues to garner many industry accolades, besting some very well-established luxury car brands. Now, for example, we debuted the 1,050 horsepower Lucid Air Grand Touring Performance in June at the Goodwood Festival of Speed in the UK, which
was interesting. That was impressive.
Fastest vehicles. Well, the Lucid Air Grand Touring Performance recorded a Goodwood hill time climb of 50.79 seconds in the shootout. And that's the fastest time of any production road car at the event. And the 12th fastest time overall, which includes many racing cars.
That was my bad.
Now, to be clear, only racing cars were faster at the event. And many of the racing cars were not as fast.
I can find it somewhere else.
Now, this demonstrable performance advantage lies in Lucid's in-house EV powertrain technology. Lucid designs, develops, and manufactures all our core EV technology in-house. This vertical integration differentiates Lucid from virtually every other car manufacturer today.
Got you.
However, with all that positive momentum, I do have to say that this quarter has proven to be a very challenging period. And whilst we have experienced supply chain and logistics challenges along with the entire industry, the limitations of our logistics system have compounded the challenge. And although we continue to face supply chain constraints, the resolution of some earlier gating component supply issues allowed us to push toward increasing the production rate. And as we attempted to push forward the rate, we found that our logistics constraints prevented us from scaling meaningfully this past quarter. For example, our ability to feed the correct parts to the line at the correct time and cadence, where each car is built with thousands of parts, and do this whilst maintaining a high Lucid quality build standards. So with that, let me walk you through our first half and Q2 production and delivery figures to provide a little context. In the first half of 2022, we produced 1,405 vehicles.
How's that number at?
These were factory-gated vehicles, and this means that they're completed and ready for delivery to customers.
I got you.
But in Q2, we also made a significant number of vehicles that we did not factory gate, instead electing to hold them back in order to ensure that these cars met the highest standards of quality.
I just gotta share it.
Remember, quality must take a priority over volume as a luxury brand, and I'll touch on quality a little bit later. Now, from a production standpoint, we had both planned and unplanned pauses in the quarter that resulted in approximately 2.5 weeks where we had no daily production at the factory, in addition to pauses of a more transient nature related to supply chain and logistics issues. A production pause due to installation of body shell assembly equipment and robotics for the Lucid Air Pure was pre-planned. The equipment has been successfully installed, and we're on track for the start of Pure before the end of the year, which we expect to be hugely significant for us as a company. At the same time, we did also experience some unplanned production pauses, primarily.
Yeah, do you guys want me to let him talk, or you guys want me to go through it? It's kind of slow.
Which, as I stated earlier, became more apparent as we started to scale. So, as a result, we are reducing our 2022 production guidance to a range of 6,000 to 7,000 vehicles. Our revised outlook guidance for the year reflects the logistic challenges I described as we began scaling, which exposed the immaturity of our logistics processes. But I do believe that we've identified the primary bottlenecks and have already taken steps to begin to remedy the situation. We have made the significant decision to bring our logistics operations in-house. We've made key hires to the executive team, and we've restructured our logistics and manufacturing organizations accordingly. We accelerated access to our logistics center as part of our Phase 2 expansion in Arizona, and within a couple of months, we expect to have our logistics center on site at AMP1, which should help mitigate and begin to eliminate the logistics bottlenecks, as well as reduce costs of the shipping and handling of parts. Furthermore, we're overhauling our logistics processes and introducing a series of improvements to simplify the system and yet make it more efficient and robust. I'm pleased to announce that Stephen David has joined Lucid as Senior Vice President of Operations. Stephen will report to me and will be based in Arizona at the center of our critical manufacturing and logistics operations. In this newly created role, Stephen will lead global operations, including oversight for the expansion of AMP1, as well as future operational centers. The business leaders of supply chain, logistics, manufacturing and quality will now report directly to Stephen, ensuring we execute in tight alignment across these business units. Stephen's wealth of experience in manufacturing and operations will be a tremendous asset to Lucid. Most recently, he was head of component operations at Stellantis, responsible for business operations, including P&L, for 2 companies within the organization. And before that, Stephen served in a variety of leadership positions at Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, including Vice President of Manufacturing and Engineering Manufacturing for Asia Pacific. Stephen has expansive and in-depth experience in the automotive arena. I'm also delighted to welcome Walter Ludwig, Vice President of Global Logistics, to our executive team, who will be reporting to Stephen. Walter brings over 28 years of automotive experience and joins us from Mercedes-Benz.
It's not good, brother.
He held various roles, including head of operations, head of quality, and most recently, head of central logistics. For the last 20 years, his main management focus has been ramping up and stabilizing the manufacturing plants in Germany, China, Russia, Argentina, and the United States. Walter provides operational leadership in developing and implementing best practices in automotive logistics and parts management, material planning, as well as other areas. Now, moving on to the deliveries. Last quarter, I highlighted that we delivered well over 300 vehicles in the month of April. In Q2, we delivered 679 vehicles to customers. Our decision to prioritize quality had an effect on our deliveries, and quality is an organizational priority. I've been working with the team to make sure that nothing leaves our house without meeting our high standards. Now, in fact, I'm joining today's Q2 earnings conference call directly from our AMP1 factory right here in Arizona. I'm right here on the front line. And I've been spending the vast majority of my time here, right here on the shop floor, as I believe it's my responsibility as the CEO to be here resolving issues and helping to onboard the new executives. Indeed, I feel particularly at home on and around the production line, where I am personally and directly engaged in helping solve problems. It is right here that I witnessed the passion and the camaraderie of the Lucid employees in the factory firsthand, and particularly our much valued associates who are so engaged in this process. And this is very real. They are so engaged because, just like me, they really want to build the world's best cars, and just like me, we want to do that in volume. And believe me, we're working tirelessly to make that happen. And so I'd like to personally thank all of our employees for their sheer dedication and for working alongside me, shoulder to shoulder, right here in the factory. Now, we've also made enhancements to our quality processes that are yielding improvements. The quality of the cars that we're factory gating now are excellent. And we're working to make sure that this excellence in quality is consistent at scale off the line. Again, quality simply must take priority over volume as we establish our brand reputation. In the quarter, we aligned manufacturing quality and field quality under Nick Mimbiol, our Vice President of Global Quality, and that is already yielding improvements. We also brought in Sunghai Moon as Global Head of Supplier Quality. Sunghai joins us from LG Electronics Vehicle Component Solutions Company, where she was the Vice President of Field Quality and of Customer Support. responsible for leading all aspects of field quality performance, customer support, and aftermarket for products. Prior to LG, Shanghai served as powertrain quality director.
Like, low-key, he's just trying to soften the blow right now. Like, I know quality is important, but Wall Street doesn't care about quality. They care about the numbers, they care about deliveries, and you can see after hours they're taking a hit.
And these, combined with existing planned process improvements,
Come on now,
give me confidence in our ability to ramp significant production volumes. On a positive note, our ability to produce cars has not been limited by our ability to manufacture our electric powertrain. And this advanced technology, which truly differentiates us, is manufactured in-house by attendantly advanced processes. And these are largely all going pretty well. And when you consider just how advanced these systems are, this part of the story is really quite an achievement. And from a product perspective, as I noted earlier, we already started deliveries of the 1,050 horsepower Grand Touring Performance. And we're on track for additional version of the Lucid Air for later this year, followed by the start of Project Gravity SUV production in the first half of 2024. We also expect to ship the very first Lucid Airs into Europe and Saudi Arabia by year end. So we see a lot of opportunity ahead of us. Now, I also want to provide an update on our Formula E relationship as we approach the completion of 4 successful seasons supplying the standard battery pack to the series.
Got this bad boy pulled up.
I am proud to say that we have had a 100% safety record to date, with just 2 races remaining in this, the final series season for the Generation 2 race cars. With the advent of the all-new Generation 3 Formula E race cars for next season, Lucid is proud to announce that we will be the sole provider of front drive units for the series.
That up here?
This brand new Lucid front drive unit has been custom developed to provide ultra-high performance with gravimetric and volumetric power density. These drive units are capable of 469 horsepower, yet remarkably are approximately half the weight of the Lucid Air drive units. They're positioned in the nose of the electric race car in front of the driver's feet, with drive shafts connecting out to the front wheels. Make no mistake, this is impressive, next-level technology. And just as our learnings from our racing battery program provided technological transfer into our road car, the Lucid Air, I think that this brand new Lucid high-tech racing drive unit is probably a good pointer to a potentially smaller yet powerful road car drive unit in our future. As far as I'm aware, we are one of only 2 OEMs, or car companies, that are vertically integrated through the design, development, and manufacturing of our own technology. And I'm confident that as this technology race plays out, Lucid will continue to stand out.
What's up, Jim?
And we continue to garner strong industry accolades.
I'm about to cut him off right now.
Our technology and our design. In Q2, we won the 2022 awards 10 Best Interiors and UX.
Oh, it's this one.
Award validates one of the founding principles of Lucid Air, which is the Lucid Space concept. In fact, I recently filmed a Lucid Tech Talk on the space concept, whilst Chief Engineer Eric Bach presented our latest Tech Talk on the Wunderbox bidirectional charger, which you can find on our investor relations website. The software team continues to work hard, with 19 over-the-air updates delivered since the beginning of the year. We added a number of features, including an enhancement to Lucid Air's ability to identify traffic signs and inform the driver of speed limit changes and other important road information, a major upgrade to navigation, as well as other customer-requested features. And we'll have a major software upgrade coming later this year. Now, although I'm delighted by the strength of demand we see for our cars and the ovations received, I am conspicuously aware that the true value of having what is now widely recognized as a truly exceptional car can only be achieved by producing it in a meaningful volume. And that is why my laser focus, and indeed that of our Lucid team, is right here in Arizona, unlocking the path to our volume ramp up. Make no mistake, although frustrating, this is a phase of our growth as a company that we will power through. And that one we will power through with a steely determination.
They have a good cash balance.
We've augmented our workforce, and we're improving our processes to enable this to happen. Furthermore, as we increase the number of vehicles on the road,
his career.
I believe we will see further demand growth as the awareness of Lucid Air and of the Lucid brand proliferates. I'm also excited about the potential reservation demand for Project Gravity SUV, which we are now considering just how to debut and when precisely to open reservations. Longer term, in order to have a more meaningful impact on the climate, we recognize that we need to be in the more affordable, higher volume segments of the market. And we will be doing just that with our mid-sized vehicle platform around mid-decade, which I believe will further demonstrate the value of our efficiency through our in-house EV technology. In short, I remain very excited about our future and the broad roadmap ahead. Whilst right now we're taking steps to resolve our current constraints, at the same time, we're driving forward with a sense of urgency to get our incredible vehicles to market. And indeed, on that note, I'm very hopeful you will see the fruits of these labors in the coming months and quarters. And with that, let me turn it over to Sherry for an update on our financials and an additional perspective on our business. Sherry.
Thank you, Peter. And
all right, we're cutting her off. They're done. GG. Look, they did bad. Let's be real. They did bad. It shows on the stock price. And honestly, like I was saying, they were trying to soften up the blow by talking about quality over quantity. Like, no, my guy, you need to get these numbers out there. Wall Street's gonna tear you up. And honestly, I mean, we can go over some of the numbers, but it's just kind of, I was kind of wondering why Polestar was trading at $8 and stuff, but Lucid's probably gonna be trading around $8 too if they keep it up. I don't know. I just think it was so bad. Like the earnings was not great, and the main thing, guidance right now is key to everything right now. Guidance, forecast, and my guy out here is slashing his guidance again for the second time. Original forecast was 20K. They cut it down to 12 to 14K, and now they're cutting it down again to 6 to 7,000. That's insane. I can't invest in this, But people have been buying, hodling and stuff, and trying to get a short squeeze and stuff. And so now, I feel good about PSNY. Now it's now you understand why Polestar maybe has been trading at a more fair valuation, because Lucid should have never been up there. It shouldn't even be up there still. But enough of that. I just wanted to go through some of the earnings. It's really just forecasting some of the stuff that's been happening, right? Like with Tesla, man, it just makes you realize how impressive Tesla is. And what's up, Plug Recruiter? Time to short a maybe, I don't know. The thing with them is that they got a short squeeze or something that they're trying to get going. And then BB wants to talk about Polestar. I've got some stuff to talk about Polestar. The chart looks good. I saw some flow coming in, but let's just go through some of the stuff on this thing first. What do you guys think? Like, it's just, I don't know. For me, it's embarrassing to get 679 cars in a whole quarter. Whole quarter is what? 3 months? 4 months? And they only did that much. And like I said, he's trying to soften the blow by saying we held back on some just to not let them out. Tesla doesn't do that. They want to get these numbers out. And I know safety reasons and stuff, but I don't know. I think they just need to have a better system going. And I think they're trying to work on it. I think he said down here they're changing some of their restructuring their logistics, manufacturing organization. So that can definitely help them, I think. But another thing I wanted to point out, these reservations, these 37,000K reservations, that's just, it's fake noise. Like, this is not real revenue. This is still, like, somebody could go in there and cancel a reservation, lose their down payment or whatever, upfront payment or whatever, and just not have to pay for it. So this isn't guaranteed revenue. So I don't really pay attention to some of this, honestly. 30K to 37K, I think that's kind of like just trying to make things look a lot better than they really are. So full year guidance deliveries for a second time, right? Cut it down to 6 to 7,000 and then fell over 12% after hours. So yeah, it just wasn't good. And imagine this. So this is some of the numbers, 97 million. And what's the company worth right now? It's worth like 35 billion. So yeah, that doesn't even make any sense to me, honestly. So what do you guys think? Am I the only bear in here? But it just kind of makes you realize Polestar has been doing like really good progress, right? And they've been getting no love, but it is what it is. So this is probably the best article here out of it. I got the highlight stuff here, 679 and quarter. Strong demand of 37. I said that's kind of, like I said, just fake noise. Don't really, approximately 3.5 billion. Like, once they can get this done, then we can talk about that $1 billion number, right? But right now they're trying to make themselves look good. And then 1,400 vehicles all together for this first year. Like, I don't even know if they'll make 7,000 vehicles, right? So imagine if they hadn't revised their guidance, they were still trying to make 12 to 14,000 vehicles. That's insane. They would never get there. Like, dude, half the year is gone. You have 6 months. And even if you, like, multiply this by 3, what would that be, like? 4,000, 5,000? I don't know, man. I don't know. But, yeah, it looks like it's good because I think the main thing that I like about Lucid is obviously their technology, like 520 million. Yeah, this is great technology, right? They've got good tech, but I think my man Elon said it well that it's bankrupt season, you know. So there's gonna definitely be some. I'm not saying Lucid's going bankrupt. I'm just saying it's gonna be a tough storm, I would say. What do you guys think? And BB says it's not fair that Polestar are at $9 with all deliveries. Yeah, that's true. And I think Polestar, you know, I kind of started realizing like it might be overpriced. I don't know, like at 12, you know, just based off like the float and the entire float count. But I don't know. Still want to do that squeeze with it. I've actually I closed out I took my like the 819 calls that I had for $12. Yeah, I took an L on those. Those lost money, you know, I can't keep winning on them, so take an L with those. I needed some money to play other stuff. But I think that's all I wanted to cover on this. I think there was some other stuff. What was it? Yeah, so you know, like they haven't even made 100 million. Like there's no commas behind any of this. Like there's not a comma here. Like this should at least have a comma. There's no comma here. 97. They can't even have 100 million. Like I don't know. It's just disappointing, honestly. Higher customer deliveries of vehicles. So they definitely do have customers, and it looks like they're not doing like they're raising their prices or nothing. Which brings a point. I don't know, if they haven't raised their prices on their vehicles, I'm not thinking they've raised their prices. I think they might end up raising their prices. They also might do layoffs. Every company's been talking about layoffs. I don't know. It's just a tough time to be investing in high growth, right? Like right now, like this thing has priced in, like what does it have priced in? Let me look at their price to sales. Let's go here really quick. Lucid. But yeah, it's not fair. Polestar never got no love, but it is what it is. I need to go to statistics. So price to sales ratio, do they have one? Yeah, 405 price to sales ratio. It's just insane. Like, this is so much growth priced in, like, at the current price, and this is not the environment in the stock market to be buying this stuff, right? And honestly, I don't even think it's like an environment to be investing. It's really just an environment to be day trading, trying to build wealth and stuff. That's why I haven't really been working on a long-term portfolio right now. I've just been like trying to make some bread with some trades, stocks and stuff. And I think a lot of people are going to hate me for this live stream because I'm bashing this. But really, it's not even about bashing Lucid. It's mainly, I'm trying to segue into the next big play that we can do, which is going to be Rivian. So we can start doing some puts on Rivian. And we were talking about it on the Discord. I mean, it's going to be a pretty good opportunity. And I think maybe Rivian's coming down after hours too. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's down 2%. So Rivian, I'm not exactly sure on their numbers, but I would think it's a good opportunity to get some puts here. Let me give you guys a quick, fast, a better clean rundown of Lucid's earnings, and then we'll talk about whatever you guys want. All right, I'm going to shut up.
Lucid shares sliding on second quarter results. Senior Honors reporter Pras Subramanian back with us.
I think I did. Okay, my bad. Restart.
Lucid shares sliding on second quarter results. Senior Honors reporter Pras Subramanian back with us. Pras, what's dragging it?
Hey, Dave, you got a top line miss and a big production forecast cut, so let's get into it. So Q2 revenue of $93.7 million, that's a miss. That she was expecting $147.05 million. There was had a smaller loss than expected of 33 cents a share adjusted EPS loss versus 34 cents a share estimated. Now, the big thing is the production cut for 2022. They're now seeing 6,000 to 7,000 vehicles this year. That was cut from 12,000 to 14,000 that they had originally had said. And then that actually was a cut from 20,000 that they had said in Q1. So a big kind of deceleration in their deliveries here and their production here, kind of weighing on the stock right now. They did say they have 37,000 pre-orders for Lucid Air, but they only produced 1,400 cars so far in 2022. Peter Rawlinson, the CEO, is quoted as saying, quote, "Our revised production guidance reflects the extraordinary supply chain and logistics challenges we've encountered. We've identified the primary bottlenecks, and we are taking appropriate measures, bringing our logistics operations in-house, adding key hires to the executive team, and restructuring our logistics and manufacturing organization." They've announced a new hire here in their operations department as well. So for the call, we're going to want to hear more about this production cut, what's happening there, what's happening at the Casa Grande facility, their factory there. Want to hear more about that. Want to hear more about the Project Gravity SUV. Is that still on track? That might be a question mark given the fact they can't get enough Lucid Airs out there. So back over to you, Dave. I'm going to monitor the call and also this earnings release.
All right, Pras Subramanian here with the earnings from Lucid, the luxury EV maker. Good to see you. Thank you.
Yeah, that shit was not good. So some key points that he pointed out was deceleration, right? So when it was trading around, maybe even when it's trading at these prices, you're pricing in this growth, right? This 405 revenue growth that's not even there yet, and they keep cutting down their guidance. Like, that's not good for the stock. Like, you're paying for so much growth that they're not even going to deliver, right? And then also, what was the other thing he was talking about? Oh, the Gravity, the next model, right? Like, that might not even be on track because they can't even get these current numbers out. So, like, what's up with that? I don't know. It's just, I don't think it's like, personally, I think people are going to keep bag holding this for a while, but it is what it is. It is what it is till it's not. I think that's all I wanted to cover for Lucid. Also, they have $100,000 delivery deal with Saudi Arabia. At this point, I'm honestly thinking this is just like, it was just a catalyst. It was just a way for them to, pump up the stock, because they can't even get 2,000 vehicles out there, brother. So how are they gonna get 100,000? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I guess the only good thing is that they do have like a major investment stake in Lucid, so 62% of it. So that's the only thing I like. So Lucid's got the tech, it's got a really good battery. It's got the 62% stake, but I don't think these guys are locked in anymore, so they could dump at any time, people. And it could be a $10 stock before you know it. But I do like that they're staked into it, right? They have the technology, and the last thing is their balance sheet. They have a good amount of cash on balance. What was like almost $5 billion? I think that was good. But yeah, I would not be buying this in a long-term portfolio right now. But you guys do what you do. Let me know in the comments. And that's it. I think I'm gonna cut that one off. The earnings, we're pretty much done with earnings. People want to talk about, we can look at the stock price if you want. Take a look at Lucid. Where we at here? It's not fair that Polestar is $9 with all the deliveries. Yeah, it's not fair, my guy. It's not fair. So where are we at right now? Basically back down to the lows, and this is basically what we've been tracking for the while. Actually, it's been like an ascending channel, or not channel, but a triangle. I've been tracking this for a while. I got puts like around this level. Was it maybe not? It was like I got puts here. I was able to make profits on them, but then I'm glad I took my profits because it ran up. And but basically what it's doing, it's been doing these consolidations, right? So it's like gonna break down. So it could still do that short squeeze, I think, but I don't know, in the short term it's got some negative press. So you can see after hours though, it's holding that $18 support level, which is actually pretty strong support. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark something here. So I don't know, depending on, because obviously there's like a lot of not Polestar, but Lucid investors that are perma bulls, so they might step up. They might step up, buy some shares. But let's talk about Polestar now, because I have more things I want to talk about. What is this? This was a video. No, I wanted to talk about Polestar. I know some people wanted to talk about Polestar. I haven't mentioned this one in a while, but I did see some interesting flow. Oh, before we even shift, just check out the tweeter. Check out my tweet on some of the Lucid stuff that I posted here yesterday, and I think that was a good post there. So anyway, let's talk about Polestar now. And actually, I think today I had a decent day. Finally picked up some volume. Let me pick up the volume tracker here for you guys, PSNY. And then I have some, which is interesting, I have some Tesla news, because obviously Tesla's got the post split merger approval coming up. Is it tomorrow? I think I was reading some articles on it, so we'll share that in a little bit. What's the volume for this? Oh, it's not anything impressive, honestly, but it did have a decent day. Almost broke $9. But what I wanted to cover with it is they finally got that coverage on, like, from two different banks. I think the first one's Dutch Bank, and then the other one is Citibank, which I don't have. I don't have the article, so it covers it, but your boy is pretty smart, so I screenshotted it. So this is Citibank, I believe. They actually announced a price target of it. I think it's around, what, $13? Yeah. So Citi's price target on Polestar is $13, which is like a 40% uptime. Assumes Polestar attains about 6% market share of the available global revenue pool in 2030. Do you guys think they can hold 6% share by 2030? If it does, then it should still be a $13 stock. Can you look at the dark pool numbers for Polestar? It just has had no volume and zero price action. I'm super bummed, as 3/4 of my portfolio is in this position. Is PSNY a bot right now? I'm still waiting on the volume. Joe wants me to look at some of the dark pool volume. I think the only place I know dark pool volume is on Unusual Whales. So let me take a look. There's no way to tell if people are selling or buying, though. Is there a way to tell, Joe, if people are buying or selling this stuff? I think I need to go to flow levels. Oh, there's dark flow here, down here. PSNY, dark flow. So here's like, there's a lot of money going into it, like today, but I don't know if this is buying or selling. So you have like 189K, 149K, 177K, 111K. So there is definitely volume about, I mean, I would say this is almost 1.6 million, 2 million, almost like 2.5 million of dark pool volume. Is that right? These are all the shares that they're either buying or selling. This is through the dark pool, dark flow. So yeah, there's some dark flow definitely there. I think there's actually some more down last week. There was like 1 million, 2 million. It does seem like some of the volume is dying, though, which is the main thing that I'm really waiting on for Polestar, is volume to start coming back in. But it hasn't really done that. Like historical data, if you just go, it's just been decreasing. Like today was the first less than a million day. So I kind of always keep this. I always keep Polestar on the side just to see if it's gonna start moving and stuff. But it's just so stagnant. That's why I ended up just cutting those 819 calls. But I did see some float that came in today. I don't think you can tell, but you can see the volume and the percent. Anything over 40, and I feel like they're just robbing our volume to make the price whatever they want. I don't know, maybe people are shorting it until it shows proof of concept, but I believe the company is worth way more, and I'm boggled how low it's trading right now. Yeah, I don't understand what happened or what went through with Polestar, honestly. Like, I took an L with it, so I took an L, but you gotta keep moving forward, you know. But I do think it's worth a lot. I mean, it's definitely doing a lot more, like company-wise, it's definitely doing more. I think that's what I would say, honestly. Don't want to lose my place. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about this price target. I guess you guys don't really care about these price targets, but Citibank, and yeah, it really is not like much. But I know someone was asking about price targets or analyst targets, and this was the first one that I saw come out. So Citi giving it a $13 price target's good. At least it's not like, you know, they initiated at a sell or something. I think they initiated at a buy with a buy high risk rating. So that's the Polestar. And really, I think the Polestar 3 and I guess the Polestar 4 too is also gonna make some noise for it. And really, that's just a few months out. We're already in August, honestly. So the other one that's more interesting though is definitely Dutch Bank. I don't really care for them either, but he actually kind of broke stuff down also. So basically, the stuff that's really good about Polestar is the Geely and the Volvo. I guess I wouldn't say partnerships, but the ownership from them. It just kind of helps reduce some of those costs that they don't need to spend on like building out factories and, you know, existing customers or networking and stuff like that. Like all that can definitely help Polestar through that. What do you guys say? And then the other thing is he's just talking about deliveries, right? So I'm not bashing Lucid. I'm just saying like Polestar's already done 50K vehicles worldwide. So, you know, Lucid's only done about 1,500 in a whole year since their existence. So, and kind of just like, you know, Saudi Arabia is backing up, or big funds. You know, AMF is like a big pension fund, I think, out in like Europe. So they had like 13F HR fund, which we've talked about this stuff, right? But by the end of the second quarter, they had a 38.768 billion. So yeah, just a lot of good stuff, right? I'm sure Lucid has tons of great like marketing and catalysts and stuff, but like at the end of the day, the stuff that matters is these numbers, you know, like these deliveries. Like that's why Tesla is like so impressive, because they have so many vehicles out on the road, they have so much data done. It's just a good stock, you know. And it's like Tesla's definitely, you know, you could say it's trading at a high price to sales or whatever it is, right? Just pricing in a lot of growth, but they back it up, you know. Whereas like Lucid, they have a high price to sales, but they don't back it up. So what's going on, my G? You know, like what's up? So that's like the difference. And like Polestar, I mean, I think they're in between. Like I think they still have some stuff to prove, but they're doing, I think personally, a lot better, right? Other than the technology, which is like kind of lackluster, but I think that can definitely get better down the road. Let me turn on some music for myself. Yeah, let's go. So, do you guys have any questions? I'm just chilling right now. I really wanted to get that Lucid stuff out the way, but kind of took a little bit longer than I thought, because that dude did not shut up. I thought he was going to do a quick introduction, talk about the stuff that they had trouble with, but that man was fluffing stuff up by, oh, we're not going to do something that's not quality. And I'm like, dude, we just care about the numbers. Like, from an investor, like, from like, I don't know, from options trading and stuff, like, that's what we cared about. But excited. So I was able to average down half of my position and sell it green, but like an idiot, I bought back in the nines thinking, no way, it can get lower than that. But I believe in the company. I was just holding. Yeah, I think it's a good company. I'm super excited for Polestar 3-star using talk to text. Oh, you're good, brother. You're good, man. So what can I get out of that comment? I like to make conversation, but sometimes so I don't know, what's your average right now, big dog? What's your average? I was just gonna wrap this article up really quick. Tell me your average while I wrap up this one. All right, so talked about that Germany stuff, right? And then just market expansion, right? Downtown Milan, Italy, Rome, like 30 markets by 2023. Open its first show in Spain. Like, come on, guys, we know what's up. Dubai, open its first showroom in Dubai. Those motherfuckers are rich down there, all right, or up there, or to the left, or to the right. They're rich over there. They got money. EV makers expanding at a high pace, right? So tons of different countries. You know, it is what it is. You know, it's just maybe patience. But like what I said, like this market's not the one you want to be investing into high growth unless like there's a risk on sentiment right now. I don't think it's that time yet, King. I think it's still too early. Obviously we had a massive run, which we could go and talk about QQQ. Let me be real. I've been taking some L's, all right? I was buying puts because I'm not confident in the economy. But don't worry, August 10th, we got CPI data. That's going to give us a better confirmation of what's going to happen with the economy, I think. So, yeah, I've been getting crushed on some puts, but, you know, you got to stick to your beliefs, right? So, there's people that believe in Lucid. I don't believe in Lucid. Well, I wouldn't say that, but, you know, I believe in Polestar more than Lucid, so I'm just showing you guys stick to your beliefs. But I think we've got like 1 more day, 2 more days of rally. I think they're gonna try to push it up to 328 on the QQQ, which is the SPY for the technology sector. And then let's take a look at SPY. I don't even follow SPY anymore because it's so algo driven and it's just frustrating. But let's take a look at where we're at. Yeah, 415. Let me see where they would take it. Where do you guys think they take? And actually, I might make a poll for you guys. I know a lot of people dipped. Let me see. I'm gonna make a poll. Stock market tomorrow. Let's see if I can spell right. And then I can answer any questions you guys have. And then we're gonna talk about Tesla too, because Tesla's actually a good one to talk about. It's just, I don't want to say it's recession proof, but it's been slaying, brother. Been slaying. Been doing good. I'm actually impressed. I think Plug still has this calls, is what he was saying. Green or red? What are you guys thinking for tomorrow? Red or green? Let me ask you guys. Stock market tomorrow. All right. So for SPY, I think we have a little bit more meat left on the bone too. See, this is the 200 moving average. This is the one that I follow the most. And I'm not the best trader. Let me just go ahead and be real with you. But it's looking like it wants that 417, 418 up here. So we still got a little bit of gas left in the tank, I think. I got 3 accounts with about 300 chairs. Nah, I know what you're saying. I know it's the talk to voice, the voice attacks, whatever. And one's at 12. Something's in the high 9s and one's in the low 9s. They're probably like around 10, I would say. Is that right? And each one's at 12. Something's in the high. Yeah, probably like I think 10s, brother. I think you're in the 10s. So honestly, at the end of the day, I think you're chilling because you got shares. You're not worried about options expiring. So just don't sweat the short movements. And obviously I guess there's no movements right now to sweat, but it's just patience, I think. I don't know. For me, I had options, so I had to cut them. I had to lose them because they're going to expire worthless, like zero. So I ended up cutting those. But, you know, I can always get back in with some options. And, yeah, SPY's got a little bit more room to go up here to these top range right here. And then I think what's going to happen is Friday, reality is going to hit. China tensions is going to start coming back into it because China has to respond and stuff. So then I think we start retracing a bit to maybe like 400s. So don't think this is a perma bull run, like nonstop. I don't think it's going to go up to 460. I don't think it would, but anything's possible. But I would say there'd be a pullback maybe Friday, I would say. Obviously, I got into puts way too early, and I had chances to cut out with profit or break even, and that's just part of trading. Like I'm stubborn, so I ended up taking like L's versus like breaking even or making a little bit of bread, you know. But whatever, I'm still breathing, I'm still alive. We're gonna keep pushing, you know. So that's all I have for Polestar, I think. We talked about the 2 analyst upgrades. We talked about that. And oh, should I mention Polestar? I think I'm gonna pull up their chart real quick. I did see it starting to like build up this like nice little wedge. So let me go back to like a 1 hour chart. I think that's better for me. Yeah, so we might be working to break out soon. It's not like a huge move, but it'd be like a 40 cents move back up here. It's starting to form this nice little wedgie here. So it's like just been consolidating for a while. So if we can get like outside of this resistance, we could probably move back up to these like 940 at least. It's not much, but it's on its work, you know. And it's better than seeing it under 9, right? As long as it holds 9, I think it's good. And this is something that I told you guys a while ago. I saw the head and shoulders pattern, right? We were kind of trading here. And I told you guys we were going to probably come down to this level. So that the head and shoulders is here, basically. It's like from here. Here. And basically, it's just like basically that's the distance it was going to break down to. And we had the retest of the lows there. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that looks good. But it looks like it's been consolidating, which is good. Maybe I should get the did I remove the drawings? I didn't mean to do that. Let's go to the, I guess I should switch to the MACD. Let's look at the MACD. What's the MACD telling us? The MACD, you guys told me to start using the MACD, but I still don't understand it too much, honestly. It looks bullish on 4 hour, looks bullish. It's like increasing the signal or whatever. It's increasing. It's good, right? When was the last time we were even above? This is actually bullish. Yeah, the last time we were above the purple line, we started moving big. Last time we were above, we started moving big. And we haven't actually got back above it. So yeah, I would be expecting a bigger move to the upside, honestly. And talking about that, I posted this on Twitter. I'm just going to share it here really quick. Did I post it here? Yeah, PSNY, maybe time to get back in. Inflow selling the $8.19 $12 puts, buying $12 calls. Yeah, so I just noticed that with the MACD, but I did see a lot of flow coming in. By the way, you guys can check out the flow down below. I'll post the links to all that down in the description and the comments and stuff. But basically, they're selling like $12 puts for $8.19, $9.16. So if they're selling those puts, they expect the stock to close above. So those puts expire worthless, basically. So I would be expecting a move to the upside, and I guess the MACD kind of confirms some of that too, right? So I don't know. Definitely follow me on Twitter if you guys want to like get up to date on things like this. Why did I post this twice? I didn't mean to post it twice. But here's a good example. So they're selling $12 puts for $8.19. They collected $70 in premium, 70K premium. And then they're buying the $12 calls for about $3,000. And then they're selling more puts. So about 150K in put premium collected. And then they also like put some money down for some calls. So do that if you guys are interested in. And yeah, I think it looks good. I think the main thing we just need to see is volume start to move back in. I took the volume indicator here because it was just making too much noise for me. But volume is the most important thing, and once you can start seeing, like, obviously today was just pretty bad, but once we can start seeing increase back to like, man, I would be happy with 4 million, honestly. We could start with 4 million, work our way back up to like 6, but we'll see how that goes. I want to move over next to Tesla. I think Tesla's just been doing really good. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, this thing is getting ready to launch, especially tomorrow. Well, if it can get above this, it's like, I've got it in this channel. It doesn't look good on that one frame, but I got it. It looks better on this frame. Yeah, it's been moving good ever since the breakout here, right? Then it's it's gonna break out like about that distance. So I think the end target was like up here. So that's where the end target was for me. So yeah, it's been doing good. Obviously it's not like a straight shot up. It's gonna build some nice ladders, stair stepping or whatever. So it's been working on this channel basically, like here. And so maybe it can retouch. It's just so strong, especially with tomorrow, the what is it called, the shareholders meeting, is that right? You guys want to talk about Tesla or no? But yeah, they're trying to keep it under this resistance here. Was it like 920? It closed above, surprisingly, and it's up after hours. But Tesla investors continue to buy the Tesla shares despite US-China drama. So yeah, tons of drama. I'm sure you guys know what's going on with Taiwan, China, and US in the middle of it, basically. So China and US have like relationships, right? And then China's like basically says they own Taiwan, but Taiwan says, no, you don't own me. And they say they're an independent country and stuff. And then we have Pelosi trying to start drama and stuff. But so that's bad for Tesla in general, because they have like a Shanghai plant out there. Like they've made like a big ass production, like basically production of about 25% of Teslas come from China. So China was not cool with like Pelosi going to Taiwan and stuff. So that's just adding some friction, right? And the way that China can retaliate was by like cutting down like their power plants and like all this other stuff, right? Tesla is like really impacted by China because, like, for the example, the shutdowns and then power conservations. But even despite all that, I think it's been pretty chill today as far as like tensions. But I feel like China's gonna like retaliate sooner than later with like, you know, they've already been doing some drills and stuff, some soldier drills and stuff by Taiwan and stuff, like trying to prepare for like quotation war and stuff, I think, or an attack. That's basically what Russia was doing too. I don't know if you guys know, but Russia was like they were positioning their soldiers outside Ukraine. They were like doing all this nonsense, and people, the market was not really scared. And then all of a sudden, one night you wake up to like Russia has officially invaded Ukraine, and then you wake up to see the stock market like down like, how many points was it? It was, I remember the date because I was chilling. I started watching the news for the first time. I don't watch the news because it's so much fake stuff. But it was this date here. It was basically down. Let me see. We closed. It actually, honestly, it started selling off like a few days before. So, you know, that stuff could start leading up next couple weeks. So that's something I'm trying to prepare myself for. And that's why I said don't get so confident with this bull run, because eventually, I mean, it's going to come back down, I think. But let me see what the percentage was. So it closed down here and then it opened. It was down almost 3% then, like pre-market. Like it just gapped down to 410 from it like gapped down 10 points, almost 3%. Obviously it got bought up that same day, but still, like, you could have made some really good money there. So I think there might be another opportunity there. You feel me? Anyway, I'm losing myself. What was I talking about? Tesla? Yeah, Tesla's just been strong. 6 straight day green. Stock's been up. Some of it's kind of related to the stock split. So like I said, they have a shareholder meeting tomorrow or something, and I'll go more into that in a little bit. But just keep this stuff in mind. The China stuff, the tensions, it can definitely affect Tesla in the short term. I don't know about in the long term, because I think everything will end. But Tesla's, and I think that's maybe why Tesla investors don't really care. They keep buying it up. It's basically what it's saying here. Tesla shares are skyrocketing. Investors are viewed as the most bullish since 2020, which I think was when they did their last share split. So it could be that people are anticipating more upside with another share, which is, I think Tesla just got really lucky, honestly. I think it did a share split at the perfect time. And then now that Google, Amazon recently did a share split, it really incentivizes Tesla to do another one, you know, like squeeze one more in there, you know. And I know people are saying, well, it doesn't do anything to the stock. It just gets like, I wouldn't say dilution, but your shares do become worthless, right? You'll keep the same amount of money, but now you have more shares, but your value comes down. Like I would say, like I would rather have 1 share of 10 shares than have 2 shares of 20 shares, you know, because there's more out there, you know. Like let's say there's only 5 Pokemon cards out there and I have 1, man, I feel special, right? But let's say I have 2, but there's 10 out there. Like, yeah, I'm special, but there's like so many more. There's some more quality out there, right? So, like fundamentally and stuff, it doesn't change anything. But I like smaller float. Like that means that the company cares about their investor, in my opinion. You feel me? Like it just tells me like, yo, like you, and that's why it like. You'll still own, like, let's say you own $100 of Tesla, you'll still own $100 of Tesla, but now it just feels like the share itself is worthless because there's so much more of it. But you still have your $100, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think Tesla, I mean, it got really, really lucky with the squeeze, with the shorts, with the stock split, and then now with everything else splitting, basically incentivizes Tesla to split again. But yeah, so I want to cover something on that actually too before I finish this article. So I've talked about, and that's why I think this is basically insane. Well, I've talked about this in some of the other live streams, but if you go to like a weekly, or you could even go to a monthly. Actually, let's go to a monthly. This is something that I've picked up from oof. Oh no. So this was looking like a head and shoulders kind of. So it's looking like we're kind of getting there. I don't know if we'll get past 1,000, honestly. Well, what do you guys think? Am I crazy? This is the one. Let's do it on the one. Let's do it on the weekly. This looked like a shoulder, a head, and now it's making another shoulder. So maybe something like that. And then after that, boys, it's gonna be a long fall. Cause recession's probably gonna come. Honestly, let's be real. Cause especially when the media, the social media and stuff, like even when the president's telling you, everything's fine, but the numbers are false. Nah, brother, you can't believe everything you hear. So yeah, they're just trying to not scare people. It's a long story, so I'm not gonna share it, but yeah, I think when they're trying to reassure you that there's not a recession, it's probably because there is gonna be one, honestly. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, even on the weekly, like the MACD looks bullish, so we could probably keep going up to like 980. I don't know. But yeah, my thought was a head and shoulders pattern here, and then maybe a retrace back down to 600 at some point. But that could be down the road, way down the road, people. I'm about to be professional, homie. I'm professional. U.S.-China drama. This is basically what I was talking about earlier. First time China and U.S. got into a bit of a spat. Just last year, was it last presidency? Not last year, but the trade war, basically. Really, Tesla just outperformed. Like, it benefited from that, honestly. Like, it became the first foreign company, and actually China ended up changing policies for Tesla specifically and stuff. So there is an interesting thing, though. I think there's talk about China like banning some of the Teslas by some of the office buildings and stuff, because Teslas basically have all these sensors and microphones and stuff, and China doesn't want to be recorded by a US company and stuff. So anyway, at the end of the day, people have faith in Tesla, so it's good. People think I'll be able to navigate through stuff like that, which I agree. Like what I was, this kind of goes back to what Lucid did. Like, that stuff was embarrassing. Like, this stuff here, my guy, you gotta get your act together. But then if they're going to be trading at such a high valuation, you need to deliver, and that's why Tesla can actually do that, because they deliver. Their earnings wasn't bad. They kind of softened the blow with the Bitcoin sell-off and stuff, like by cutting off their Bitcoin and stuff, but they still had numbers, It's not like they missed or they cut their guidance and stuff. I think, in fact, they actually raised their stuff up. But the last thing I want to talk about is Tesla shares bouncing ahead of the stock split vote. Okay. So I don't know if you guys are still there. Is anybody still there? Let me know if you're there. They just fall asleep. Usually people fall asleep when I'm talking, so yeah. Have y'all listened to this new song, this Travis Scott? Anyway, oh, I think I already talked about, didn't I talk about the stock split? Basically, we did a stock split thing gassed up so much because people, I don't know, is intrinsic value, it just looks cheap. And also there's like a lot of people like, oh man, I can't, like people outside the US can't buy a Tesla share unless they have like $900, right? But with the stock split, now people can start investing in Amazon, people can start investing. It just opens it opens the doors for a lot of more retail investors to jump ship. Not jump ship, but jump on board. You jump on board before you jump ship. So, yes, sir. Wednesday's gains came despite escalating tensions. I've talked about the tensions. Hey, Eddie, what's up? I'm here. You're not boring. I'm wide awake and working. Hey, my man's delivering. I know where you at, brother. UPS, man. Eddie, get at him. Holler at him. If you see him, you know, let him know what's up. But no, appreciate you showing up, Eddie. What are you thinking about Tesla, man? I know you're a big Polestar guy. I think you've been sounding a little nervous lately. I think he's a Joby guy too, isn't he? Which, by the way, Uber had a pretty good earnings. Honestly, I think that thing's been gassing. Let me pull it up real quick. Is it back at 30? Yeah, damn, boy. That thing's insane, honestly, Uber. It's crazy. I think they reported like positive cash flow or something. Let me double check real quick. So they, what? Okay. Is this right? They did good on revenue. They missed on earnings. What the hell? No, they did good then, right? Oh no, they did bad. They did a whole $1 loss. Is that right? Well, I don't think that's... Wait, what the fuck is this? No, brother, I'm done with y'all. Lucid was trying to show up and on Tesla's time. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look at Ubers. I thought they did really good. Obviously, they shot up like $7. But what was I talking about with Pelosi and stuff? Honestly, some people are talking about Nancy Pelosi doing this Taiwan visit to distract people from their little corruption shenanigan stuff. Like they've been doing the you know, the insider trading thing. Yeah, so now she's trying to do this stuff, and I think Biden said not to do it. China said don't do it, Pelosi, and she still went for it. It's just like she's trying to start tensions. So on Nancy's side, she's trying to distract people from the insider shenanigans that happen with Nvidia and this whole semiconductor stuff, right? On the other side, China's probably trying to start a war because their economy is so shitty that they need a war, because that'll kind of boost money into like manufacturing and stuff like that, and just start ramping up the economy for them. Because yeah, their economy's in the water, in the gutter. So just kind of like, it's all politics, brother. It's all politics, and it's all like, I don't know. I need to get Trippy on here so he can talk about this stuff. He knows more about this than me, honestly. So what was I gonna talk about? I mean, I basically covered everything. Basically, a 5-for-1 stock split last 2020. Then it's up 80% since then. So with more people being able to buy Tesla shares, people are anticipating it can run up after that. You know, make a stock more accessible for some retails and option traders. Option traders for sure. If Tesla does that stock split, which we'll be looking at it tomorrow's the meeting for it, and it does get a stock split, then yeah, I'll definitely be trading options on Tesla, because right now it's like hella expensive. So I think that's it. Eddie said I'm still holding, but I've been trading 50 to 150 shares. I buy 880s or 870s, then sell 890s. Hey, I don't make a lot, but anything helps. I'm trying to stay above 800 shares of PSNY. Dang. As that clockwork. He's just buying and selling. He's probably the guy. He's a market maker, man. Eddie's a market maker. He's out here selling and buying. Like, this man he's suppressing us. Like he'll hype us up. He'll hype us up because we go up to 890, and then he sells us off. And he's out here, he's a market maker. Because he's like 500 shares. Oh no, he does 100. 150. I don't know. I'm trolling. Anyway, I think Polestar does look good though. Let's end it with that. I think Polestar looks good. And I saw some of the flow earlier, and it just looked good. They bought some calls out. Let me put some premium on these things to see if we can get a better idea. I'm trying to find out if anybody has questions, and everybody's hella quiet. Is today not the day? Look, man, listen. I take a lot of L's, alright? And I'm still swinging. So, if I'm still doing it, you can do it. Just gotta, like, where is Lucid trading at? 18. Oh, man. I wish I would have took those trades, brother. Look, I don't know if you guys saw the last live stream that I did, but man, Moderna, I knew I was bullish on Moderna. That thing was, I knew it was gonna gas. I knew it. And you know, monkeypox is coming up. They're just gonna have another incentive for them to gas up. I knew Moderna was gonna do good. And I knew Lucid was gonna be like, I had the charts, people. Go follow the Twitter. Obviously, I have my bad plays, but it just feels good when some of the stuff works out, right? So I said this thing was going to go up to 20 before earnings and then going to sell off. I have the picks, people. Go peep them. I can go find them for you too. I got you. 1 second. We're going to go to media. Yes, sir. We're going to go to media. And where the hell is it? I've talked about... Where the hell? Oh, I called it AMD. I said AMD was gonna not do good. Here's the Moderna, the quiet one for earnings this week. Cup and handle. Yes, sir. I knew it. That was good. So there's wins in here. There's losses in here. Oh, that's me playing. Here's the Lucid, and then Dumpy. But I don't know. I think it's all a learning process, you feel me? And I'll be taking L's, so don't take every trade, but just learn from it, you know? I gotta start taking more of my trades too, you know? Sometimes I be playing QQQ too much and I don't listen to some of the stuff I be preaching, you feel me? But I think that's it. What are we talking about with Tesla? So for Tesla, I think the end of the road is probably like 980, honestly. You guys think they gas it up all the way to 1,000 again? I mean, it definitely can go, but I'm just trying to see it from like a market, overall market. And I'm thinking the overall market's near the top. Like 328's the QQ cube top. I'm thinking like near the top. Because after that, there's really nothing stopping it. And I don't know if the market should be trading at this level right now. That's just what I'm thinking though, you feel me? Let me go to a bigger time frame so we can see this. Does anybody have any question? Let me check the little stock market tomorrow. We got 3 votes. 2 of them are green, 1 of them is red. So yeah, I think tomorrow we got 1 more green day. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow is 1 more green day, I think. And then Friday is gonna be the last oh, I mean, I guess I could prepare you guys into some stuff, but Roblox and Rivian. I guess we should start with Rivian since that's more of a EV related. But I'm going to be looking for some puts for this. I had a pretty nice day, $1.50 today. I'm going to be looking for some puts, maybe around $37.50. Try to get some puts there. I don't actually know which chains I'm going to look at yet. But we're active on Discord and stuff, so if you want to join that, you can. And then the other one that I'm looking for is for puts is Roblox. This thing like was trading down here, their last earnings. They also have like missed all of their earnings. It's just not the environment to be trading at some of, now I sound like yelling. I just don't think that we're in a recession, and yeah. Isn't that how yelling sounds? Like hella slow and just, I can't stand her, bro. Can't stand her. She just needs to like figure herself out, you feel me? I don't know, how old is she? She like, Yeah, I don't think I don't know when I'm gonna get Roblox, honestly. I think they try to push it into 50, and then I'm gonna get the puts. But I think, yeah, $40 puts I think will be nice. We'll see. What's the implied move on this bad boy? Let's go to extra earnings. I'm gonna get you guys the implied moves on these. All right. First one was Rivian. I'm gonna write that down for you guys. Implied move on Rivians is 13%. So 13.8. Somebody write that down. And then the other one was, what are we talking about? Roblox. This is gonna be the other big play. I haven't told many other people outside of the Discord yet. Yeah, 16.6, 16.2%. Yeah, this one's gonna be big, boy. And honestly, we going green tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, I think we have one more green day. Roblox is at 47 times 0.838. So like $40. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Okay, okay. So fellas, I think that's gonna wrap up the live stream. Do you guys have any questions? I don't think there's that many people on here tonight. But Joe, keep your head up. Eddie, keep making those deliveries. We need you. Somebody's got to do it. So I appreciate the effort. Plug Recruiter, thank you for being in the Discord, showing up. We going green tomorrow. He's got the Tesla calls, I think, actually. So yeah, he's printing. No, he's coming back from the dead. I think he was down on some Tesla puts. Yes, sir. So that's another example. You can always come back. Even when you're down, you can come back. And then BB, it's not fair that Polestars are $9. I think we'll get the time. We'll get our time to shine. And then Jimmy, he wasn't really active today. Maybe he dipped, but we'll catch him in the next one. You guys have anything else for me before I head out? I'm gonna go grab some food. What should I get? Leave that in the comments below. You guys go follow me on Twitter if you want. I'll be posting like free stuff on here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, and honestly, pretty bad earnings. It just is what it is, you know. And like I said, like guidance is the main thing right now driving, and they're embarrassing right now. So I don't know. The thing I will say is they got a following, bro. Like for some reason this thing never comes down under 17. Oh yeah, Plug says he recommends you watching the VIX. The VIX. It's at the volatility. I used to have this thing on a. What are you thinking about this one? You think it's ready for another run or what's up? Facts, I just got some pasta from Grubhub. Damn. I'm thinking Mexican tonight, brother. Thinking homemade Mexican though, you know? Cause I'm broke right now. I'm broke. I used it all on some Oxy calls. I ended up breaking even. I think the I think the VIX is getting ready though. She wants to load up. Got the higher lows still, you know? Technicals say sell, but I don't feel it. I'm not buying it. You a sellout. Y'all heard that, Little Wing? You a sellout, but I am buying. Yeah, look, the MACD's crossing. It's trying to cross over. Once it crosses over, it's GG for some people. You get a bounce at the very least, you know? You got that crossover there. You got a nice little bounce. Make sure you take your profits. I can see it in your eyes. You faded. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this. I like watching UVXY. Obviously that didn't work out. I made money on it, but I feel bad for people who didn't take their profits. It looks like a channel now. I can see 20 to 19. Oh shit, VIX. Oh, now I'm embarrassing myself. I say yeah. Well, I see a little bit more downside, but I think it's a bounce, King. I think it's time for that bounce. I think it might be time for a bounce. So maybe a little bit more downside, 21, like maybe another $0.50, and then maybe try to touch the sky. I don't know. Anyway, if you guys want to join the Discord, there's a link down below. And there's a link down to you guys follow me on Twitter, and if you guys have questions on anything, and don't hate me so much on this Lucid rant, I just wanted to be clear and transparent with stuff as always, you feel me? So it's It's not a good day for Tesla or for Lucid owners, but it's good. It's a good day for Lucid puts. And yeah, that's it. We're gonna swing tomorrow. Another day, a new opportunity. You feel me? So I think that's all I have, fellas. You guys have a great evening, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Let me shout out the people real quick. The Plug Recruiter, Eddie. I already shouted these people. Run it back real quick. Plug Recruiter, Eddie, Joe, BB, and Jimmy, and Saul. Didn't forget about Saul. He's always got the good DD. Saul's got the solid DD, but he's being MIA right now, so we'll try to get him on board next stream or something. We'll see if he's available. That man's busy, so yeah, he's got a kid and stuff, and yeah, he's a good dad though. He's a good, you know, good role model. So yes, sir. That's it. You guys have a good evening, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. And that's it. Make sure to hit the like button if you can. I know it's hard out there, but that's it. You guys have a great evening. Peace.